Cameron, and I'm going to read you one of my favorite stories, Mars Needs Moms, by Berkeley Breathed. And this is actually the story, if you remember, around Halloween, we made a painted pumpkin. And we made this little, we made the book. All right, here we go. Mars Needs Moms. And this is my little friend Gus. He's my best friend. He likes me being home with him. Mothers, Milo often wondered what was so special about them. Anyone could see they were giant, summer-stealing, child-working, perfume-guarding goblins. There were hardly much special things about them. Mothers were always bellowing broccoli bullies and carrot-cuddling coops. Nothing very special about them, thought Milo. Mothers were slave drivers, trash-smashing, rubbish-odor-ors. Nothing special about them. And mothers were thundering, humorless tyrants. This afternoon, Milo's mother missed what was funny about Sister Tinting. Looking Tina to Sister Purple. Up to bed now, she thundered. Tyrant, barked Milo. No supper, said his mother. As he yelled from his room, as she left his room, Milo yelled, I sure don't see what's so special about mothers. How mean is he? She paused when he said this and then closed the door very, very slowly. Exhausted from his fit, Milo fell very fast asleep. Milo slept so deeply that he never heard the distant roar of rocket engines in the night sky beyond his window. He never saw the tongues of orange flames light up the nearly hills. The spaceship landed just outside of town. They've arrived! But who? Martin Raiders. Worse, Martin Raiders with a big net. They climbed down from their starship and gazed over the town below, looking for the most marvelous treasures. Treasures that can never ever be found on Earth. On Mars. A treasure called Moms! Oh, they thought, to nab just one of those. Any mother would do. They don't have mothers on Mars, you know. Martins grow motherless from the ground like potatoes. The Raiders had some early mob-nabbing trouble. Bolder action would be needed. Milo awoke to a strange sound down the hall. He peeked around the doors to see his mother being carried past the bathroom by 3 Martins the color of jelly beans. Then he thought, it's something you don't see every day. Milo chased the Martin Raiders and their now awake prize out of the house and down the street into the hills and up to the spaceship, which roared into the night sky. Milo suddenly wondered why he would want to be dangling miles above Earth chasing his carrot-cuddling mother. He decided he'd figure it out later. Milo found himself locked in the bottom of the spaceship, so he put on a spare space helmet and curled up in the corner, trying to stay warm. He slept as the ship sped toward the distant red planet. Milo awoke to find the ship still and quiet. The door was open, and suddenly he knew why Mars so badly wanted mothers. They needed drivers to soccer and to ballet, and play dates, parks, and pizza, plus cooking and cleaning and dressing and packing lunches and bandaging boo-boos. They'd seen it in their telescopes. It was obvious. Mars needed moms. How perfectly, completely sensible of them, thought Milo, and he decided to go tell them just that. But he tripped. Down, 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 down he went, landing very hard, but in one piece. His helmet, not so much. His little space helmet fell off and broke. Milo gasped and choked. As anyone knows, breathing Martin air is like breathing mustard. He sucked it in. And instantly he grew weak and dizzy. And things began to grow dark. Milo was failing. He barely sensed someone approaching. And he barely sensed the gentle hand placed on the helmet, their own helmet over his head. Milo opened his eyes, and the first time he saw neither a broccoli bully nor a slave-driving garden worker. He didn't see a tyrant or a dictator or a weary driver to soccer games. Suddenly he knew what was special about mothers. She looked at him smiling and said, I love you to the end of the universe. look, the mama gave him her helmet. Now what's going to happen to Mama? And then she breathed in the terrible air, closed her eyes, and leaned on Milo, growing very still. The Martins watched, unmoving, confused. Help her, he yelled angrily. Then he added, she's my mother! Finally, the mighty moon nabbers of Mars understood. Their wonderful telescopes had seen many things about mothers down on Earth, but, like certain little boys, they'd missed the best part. The Martins quickly fetched another helmet and hoped it wasn't too late. They helped Milo carry his mom aboard the ship, which lifted off from a long journey home. Her eyes remained closed as she soared through the stars. Milo would stay curled close to her all night long, and he would be there when she awoke up in the morning. The end. So I know a lot of you guys are stuck home with your family, so love on your moms a little more for taking such good care of you, or your mamas or aunts or whoever's taking care of you during this time. I love